At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 7, Brandon Roy. And at center, 7 foot, number 16, Kyle Gasol.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The monster out there with Durant. Then it's Evans. And it's Mutombo. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. And for the Grizzlies, Gasol out there with Hayes. Then there's Irving. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Hardaway in at the 1 spot. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And Hardaway gets it to go.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now here's Evans. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Comes up empty down low. And here are the Grizzlies now. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they drop the season series to the squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies teams.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Now here's Evans from deep. Another three for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Irving double team. Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. His second shot goes in, off to a good start. 2 for 2.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Evans passes to Mutombo. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection. Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Irving. No good. Durant with some nice D. Mutombo passes to Edwards. And the basket by Mutombo.
Unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much made there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Hardaway.
No good on the free throw. Doris, when we look at the Dallas Mavericks, it looks like a team that has shown they want to win now.
Kevin, I think their ownership has never been afraid to pull the trigger on a big trade. The Mavs are not about just making it to the playoffs. This is an organization that seeks the ultimate prize, and that is to win an NBA championship.
Now here's Evans. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Evans has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Hardaway against Evans. Hardaway passes to Gasol. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol just overwhelming the defense with his length.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now Evans. 6 points for him. And Gasol sends it back. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And Dr. James slams it in.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Washington Wizards.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Here's Evans. Passes it to the monster. Back to Evans. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
And he makes the first. Greg, for a franchise like Memphis, is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
They get a hand on it. On the wing, Irving. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Roy off the inbound. Sent back. The Mavericks leading. Edwards kicks to Evans. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Edwards passes to Mutombo. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Evans, that's a two-pointer.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. This guy is a threat from all three levels. That time, Roy hit the mid-range.
Evans feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to the monster. Off target from outside. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Hardaway against Evans. Hardaway dishes to Gasol. Evans with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Here's the triple. It's rebounded by Hayes. The monster passes to Mutombo. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Roy. Edwards kicks to KD. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
Pass to Durant. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Inside. Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
getting flocked.
Roy's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Edwards looking it over. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like this has become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Mutombo, and it's Butler in for Durant. Outside Butler. Back to Evans. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Evans has got 11 points.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Birdsong. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Shoots over Towns. Another shot, and Scott has it in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Evans passes to the monster. Here's Birdsong. Edwards defending. Knocks it loose. The dish to Scott. Over Evans. Nice shot from the wing. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Out to Edwards. For 3. Kept alive. Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Taking a look here at some numbers. Great showing for him last season. Around 20 points per game last season. 8 rebounds and 5 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
The free throw drops for Towns.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
Fox, he's checked in for Evans. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Memphis, Julius Irving. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Irving.
And guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars. But, boy, he's more than made up for it.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn. To the inside. Irving with the ball. Butler covering. Here's Birdsong. Again, Memphis.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Fox. Got a piece of it.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low. Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Fox. No scoring in this one. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. In third, the Grizzlies.
You can tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Fox hits them both.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Here's Birdsong. Edwards defending. Birdsong passes to Eaton. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Towns finds Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 6.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Oh, so much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
To the middle, intercepted.
2 minutes remaining in the fight. 2 minutes.
Scott against Fox. Down low, Butler. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Irving.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's the monster. Eaton grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
The first one falls. And he can't hit the second. Mavericks trail by 7. Butler deciding where to go with it. And here's Edwards from the arc. Traps in the tray. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
And here they come. All going up court. Count that bucket. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Brandon. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Eaton. Towns with the defensive effort. And so Edwards will bring it up for Dallas. Butler dishes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Over Scott. They get it back. Towns. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Passes it to Birdsong. Fox with the steal. Got a piece of it. Here's Brandon. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
To the inside. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So it's the Grizzlies now